Hey guys, Nick Wardle from Dodge Fitness. I just wanted to capture on video making some of the recipes out of my recipe book, and I just wanted to show you how simple some of the recipes are and how easy they are to follow. Okay, so today I'm going to make the protein bars, so bear with me and I'll just show you the ingredients, what we've got today to use, which are just there. So these are a protein bar, and we're going to basically, if you can see that, so basically what we're going to use is 3 bananas, yeah, some crunchy nut peanut butter, some whey protein, some almonds, or ground almonds, some raisins, some chocolate, we all love some chocolate, some oats, ideally gluten-free, some flaxseed, and some eggs. So that's a nice simple combination, all accessible for most of you. You don't have to put the whey protein in, you could always use a pea protein if you'd prefer that. Personally, I use whey at the moment. I try and cycle my proteins though, so we're getting a good variety of different ones. And yeah, so here we go guys. So get ready to watch this video on how easy it is to prepare. And not only that, I'm going to put the recipe up online so you can see how to make them, basically. Alright, what we do, we start by getting the bananas, and we're going to simply mash them up into a bit of a pulp. Okay, as you can see, mine are overripe. I was actually due to make this at the weekend, so the sugars will be a little bit higher in the bananas because they've ripened out. So ideally you don't want them this ripe because it's just going to make it even more sweeter. We still have to be careful, even though it's sugars from fruit, we still have to be careful how much sugars we are actually consuming, guys. So just bear that in mind when you're mashing or getting some bananas. Try and get them when they're just yellow, because as time goes on, they become sweeter and sweeter. Okay, so we're just going to mash the bananas up. Really mash them into a pulp. Ideally, if you had a potato masher, that would work perfectly. Is better than a fork. It's just easier to get in and crush them down. You could always make these in big batches. You don't have to simply stick to a small batch. It can be a big batch, just to make sure you've got plenty of in stock. You're probably thinking, why have a protein bar? Well, how often do you get caught on the hop? You get a bit hungry, you've been out, especially the guys that are on business meetings, and they're all out and about. What you tend to find is they get stuck in terms of time availability. One of my clients used to be always on the road, so we got him to make some of these protein bars to take with him as a simple snack while he's driving. It's going to help keep him full at the same time as aiding his goals. So that's where having some protein bars comes in, because otherwise what's going to happen is you're going to end up eating, for want of a better word, rubbishy foods, and it's so easily done. Anyone can do it. If you're out on the road and you're busy and tied up, you're going to get a bit, right, I'm starving, what am I going to grab? Oh, I know, I'll grab a chocolate bar. Okay, so, which is not what we want to do. Right, so we're going to just weigh out all into a bowl now. We're going to weigh out the different ingredients. I'm going to put them all into a small bowl to make my life easy. Sorry about this, a bit unprepared, as I'm making them in between seeing some clients. Okay, so we're just going to weigh each of these out. I'm going to start with some peanut butter. We're going to add some peanut butter in. We want about 50 grams, that's about bang on there. If we go a bit over, I'm not going to worry about it too much. Okay, next we're going to add in the porridge oats. So we want 40 grams of porridge oats. Oh, so there we are, spot on there. Next, we're going to add in the flax seeds. So we want 30 grams of flax seed. So it's about 2 heaped tablespoons. Flaxseed's very good for you. It's high in fibre. And also the fats in there, the omega-3 fats are bang on for you. It's one of the superfoods that I'd recommend anyone having, to be honest. Okay, so we're done with both of those now. Next one we're going to add in is the almonds. So, almonds. So we want ground almonds. You don't want them too lumpy. The other thing is you can experiment with the flavours in these. You can also put some other ingredients in if you want to experiment a little bit, or alter it dependent on your particular goals. So we're going to put in 20 grams of ground almonds. Okay. I'm going to follow that with some raisins. Okay. Now the raisin content is going to be, for today's batch, is going to be 30 grams. Again, ideally you want organic if you can. To follow that, we're going to add in some whey protein. Now, it is on the recipe as chocolate. I've actually not got any chocolate. I've only got the vanilla flavour at this minute in time, unfortunately. So we just add 1 scoop of that, and then we've got to add the eggs and the dark chocolate. So. Sorry, not 1 scoop, 2 scoops, my error. I was thinking I've got a bigger scoop than what I'm using. So, it's 2 scoops of the protein. Right, okay. So, what we're going to do, I'm going to crack the eggs open. So we want 2 whole eggs, and then we're going to have 1 egg that's just the egg white on its own, okay? So we're just going to crack that in there. 1, 2, and then we're just going to use the egg white on the next one. Oops, bit of a mess going on here. Never mind. Who cares? So all we're going to do is just separate the egg whites here from the yolk. Okay. Pour it back as a forward, or just take it out. Oh, bit of the yolk slipped in. Okay. Okay, if you have to, just wash your hands after. I don't like having messy hands while I'm cooking, so I just rinse them. Okay, so next bit, I'm just going to quickly stir that up a little bit, give it a bit of a mix round before I pop it in the other bowl with the bananas. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer those over into that bowl now, into the main bowl with the banana. By the way, if you have any recipes of your own that you'd like to share with us, like bananas, I don't know what I'm thinking, like, for example, your own recipe for protein bars, then that would be great. I'd love to always hear from you, because I'm always open to new ideas. We're now going to chop up some chocolate. We only actually want 30 grams worth, which is about 2 blocks. turn a bit blocks. Okay. And just cut them up into pieces because we don't want them in too big a lumps because they'll just get clustered, and that's not what we want. We want to spread it out so the flavour is nice and even. You still see that, guys? Yeah? Just dicing it up into smaller pieces. I love a bit of dark chocolate. Always make sure you go for the organic, like green and blacks, or the Lindt chocolate, because you want the stuff that's proper raw cocoa, not milk chocolate, because it barely has any proper cocoa in it, and it's just loaded full of refined sugars at the end of the day. Okay, I think that's about chopped up now. Okay, so keep watching, guys. Sorry about that. Right, so all I'm going to do is scoop that up, pop that in. Put that in there nicely. Okay, so I'm just going to mix this all together now. It looks yummy, doesn't it? Mmm. Tell you what, I can smell it. It smells nice too. Let's put the oven on. I'm going to put the oven on at 190 degrees. And then we're just going to cook them in the oven for about 15 minutes, just until they've, just until you can tell that they've just cooked a little bit. Now, when I'm going too dry and overcooking them or burning them, that won't taste good. This smells really nice. Right, I'm just going to pour this onto greaseproof paper on a baking tray. To be honest with you, you're probably thinking, oh, I can go and buy a flipping protein bar from the shop. Well, great, that's great, but I just want you to bear in mind that they chuck in a lot of extra hidden stuff. Something that I've found on the courses from study and as discussing various nutrition, what you actually tend to find is, and so bear this in mind when you next buy a protein bar, if you buy them from the shop, that is they actually put in MSG into a lot of them, so monosodium glutamate, which is probably one of the worst things that you can be actually eating, because it wasn't really designed for what it's used for now. It's to make food taste nice, and because of it's in such low amount in terms of quantity, they don't actually have to display it on the packaging, and a lot of people don't realise that. And two, they also put in a lot of other added rubbish that's of actually no value. So yeah, I'm going to put that in the oven very shortly for 15 minutes, and we're going to allow that to cook. If you would like to quickly see a copy of this recipe, I'm just going to quickly flash it on the screen so you can see. So it looks like this. I'm going to sit from there. Just from here. Okay, guys. Sorry about this. Right. So that's what it looks like, the recipe that you've got. And basically, we're going to cook that for 15 minutes. That will last for up to 4 days. Now, in terms of calories and carbs wise, just to give you an idea, you're looking at, from each serving this is, so if you split this down into several servings, you're going to be looking at about 160 calories, 169 calories with banana, 12 grams of carbs, 12 grams of protein, and 8 grams of fat. and you'll make about 9 bars out of that whole recipe there. So go ahead, guys, give it a go. You know, things can be dead simple for nutrition sometimes, and it is about getting creative and learning to think outside the box, because at the end of the day, sometimes clean food can get bland, and just eating chicken and broccoli isn't the solution, not long term, because you'll get bored, you'll slip off and not move on. Anyway, take care, and I look forward to hearing from you and listening to your own recipes soon. Take care, guys.